Hello YouTube and welcome to Danielle's Denture Diaries. I am Danielle. In this video I am going to watch one of my original privated denture diary entries. So this very first entry is, I think, the day that I found out a solid date that I would be getting all of my teeth extracted and I would be getting my dentures, and everything was, the ball was rolling. And this was beyond consultation. This was when reality started to fully set in. And my thoughts were that this is going to be life-changing. And for me, when I first got started looking into getting dentures, there's so much stigma and belief that getting dentures is like the end of the world. And I did not want that perception. I didn't welcome that thought process or feeling. I wanted to reject it because for me, anything was better than nothing. And for where I was, my smile was falling apart. I'm looking back at this opening to the video right now. It's on my phone. And I'm looking at this tooth right here, here, and how it looks so clearly mismatched. And the pieces I was putting together and MacGyvering for myself, I just can't believe it. So anyway, the purpose behind making the video was to give myself a reality check, because regardless of what other people may think about getting dentures or whatever they may feel after getting dentures, I did not want to be one of those people. I wanted to be the person who saw this as my second chance at life. It's a chance for me to create a new identity for myself. It's the first time in my life that I can actually have a healthy mouth and not be in pain or worried that my teeth are going to come out in a not so great way. I'd rather have this situation every day than ever go back. But anyway, so I want to share these videos with you guys because this is raw feeling and emotion, and this was me in the moment before I am where I am now. I was not always so secure. I was not always so happy and over the moon with my smile. I was very fearful, and I had no idea if I was going to get an infection, if they were going to pull one tooth and find out that there was a reason that they'd have to remove half of my jaw. Like, there were so many extremes going through my head. And to look back at this now is just, it's going to be wild. So if you want to take a journey through time with me, come along. If you don't, I'll see you in the next video. All right, so this video is called Before Full Mouth Extraction. Oh. And this is me before I had anything done, so.
That whole time I wasn't recording, I was talking to myself. So this is something I'm doing for myself to remind myself of what I'm dealing with right now and what I've been through and how I got to this point of, in about 3 days, 4 days, next Monday, I will be getting full dentures after a full mouth extraction. And I'm 27.
I'm sorry.
It started because I was born with no enamel. Usually enamel gets worn off, or just goes through wear and tear and eventually fades over time with age. Orange juice, soda, food, just in general, being worn. And for me, I was born with none. And it wasn't until I was about 8 or 9 years old that my teeth actually started to break. When my baby teeth fell out, my adult teeth would grow back in, and they didn't look very different from my baby teeth. They were underdeveloped. My gums have always been very sensitive and underdeveloped as well. They never fully matured. But when I was in middle school or elementary school, I bit into a candy cane and my tooth slivered. And then I bit into something else later on and it slivered again, to the point where I only had something that resembled a toothpick right here. And that's when I had to start going through my temporary phase of crowns. This only happened through TRICARE after my parents put up a very long, difficult fight to prove that this was a condition that could not have been stopped, it couldn't have been helped, and it's going to affect me socially, it's going to affect me mentally and emotionally, as well as physically. I won't be able to eat. And over time, could cause disease and infection and could ultimately kill me. Not that I knew that at the time. But I finally got it covered, and I went through phases of plastic, crowns, having pieces of metal put in my teeth to stabilize teeth and keep them from breaking as much as possible until my face finally matured in high school. In high school, my mom passed away. I was disowned, and it was shortly after I got all porcelain crowns. I still have most of them, but
I'm going to rewind and pause where I have my mouth open.
Porcelain crowns.
So I'm going to try and get this as close as... Okay. So if you look at that tooth right here, it's mismatched. And that's because I had to order plastic pieces of teeth called Perfect Smile, as seen on TV. At one point, Walmart was selling it, was where I first found it, by the cashiers. And then they stopped selling it, so I went online to find it. But if you can see, not only the discoloration, but also the fact that that tooth was like higher up or shorter than the rest of my teeth. So the rest of these teeth, they're all crowns, as they were supposed to be. And that tooth had just taken so much that it couldn't hold on any longer. So eventually I had either ingested it, ate it, something. But I wanted you guys to get a chance to actually see what I'm referring to. I know I keep pointing, but okay.
I still have most of them. But something that I realized on the last day of this surgery, my reconstructional surgery, was they would not last. Because when you think about it logically, the teeth that are underneath the porcelain, they're still there. They're still rotting. They're still breaking. They're going through the aging process. Even if I can't see it, it's still happening. So I'll never forget, I asked my surgeon, what happens when my teeth are rotten and broken and can't hold anymore? They're going to fall out. And that was hard. I didn't completely wrap my head around it until I became an adult. And then not being with my father anymore, not being with my family, not being covered by the insurance or anything. I'm not even in the same state anymore. Left me to figure out how to make this work. And for a long time, it just worked. Then wisdom teeth started breaking through that I was unaware of, but they finally ruptured, which would make sense because everything on me was already underdeveloped. But then crowns started going missing. It started with one of my back ones.
So I'm going to pause
Back
that
there.
too. Because I actually show you where I had MacGyvered. Back there was one solid plastic piece. I don't know if you caught that. So if you can see this, that's one solid piece. Okay, so you can see it there. So there's individual teeth in the front. And then as you look closer to my finger, that's one solid plastic piece that was meant to at least not have like a gaping hole in my smile, but to be like a more wider placeholder so that as I talk quickly and open and close my mouth quickly, you wouldn't really see a difference. Or at least most people said they didn't notice. But we'll continue.
Back there. Broke off. Pretty sure I swallowed it in my sleep.
Most of the
couple other
time.
ones would fall and they got lost on something like concrete or asphalt. There's little white pebbles all over the place. It's gone. Can't find it.
That was
Now,
that one.
this tooth here, specifically, I could tell it was loose and it was going to be gone soon, and I was
I know.
pregnant.
Yeah, that's what it
And
was.
one night, I went to sleep and I woke up the next morning and it was gone. Usually I could feel around the bed and find it and put it back and just hope that suction and my saliva would hold it longer. And the whole time I'm pregnant, I was trying to think of a plan so I could still smile with my son and laugh and smile in pictures. But crowns are not covered because it is considered cosmetic, even for my circumstance. I've had 3 or 4 different dentists verify what I was born with in my condition and resubmit it to health insurance companies, and they still said no. And I begged the insurance company to help me, and they couldn't. That was really hard.
Yeah. Sorry, there's thunder now. So that's a harder video to watch. I'm in a very good place now. It's hard for me to watch because I feel so sad for the girl in that video. Because I watched that video and I think about not just the dental situation she was in, but all of the flood of conversations I had to have with my family, the lack of validation from my parents as far as like, it's okay, like we're gonna figure it out and this makes you no less of a human. No one ever talked to me about any of that. It was just things that I would question, but I wouldn't say. And I didn't think to bring it up because I'm a child. You don't think to say things like that because I didn't really know how I felt. I just tried to act like it was normal, and I knew deep down inside it wasn't normal. But I also think about, at that point in time, I was in a very unhealthy place in life. I had little to no self-esteem, mostly because of my teeth. I was also in a bad relationship that, like most relationships, they have their very beautiful moments, and then this was just a relationship that was never meant to be, and I kept trying to make it happen and make it work. And if I had more self-love and confidence, I shouldn't have tolerated the things that I did, and I shouldn't have acted the way I did, and all the different things. But the bottom line is that I was just not happy. I wasn't happy before, like the time that I'm referring to being pregnant. I wasn't happy. I was happiest pregnant, but it was also the lowest part, one of the lowest parts of my life, because I felt inadequate to be a mom. And then when I'm recording this video, I was in that bad relationship and my son had been born. Up to that point, I hadn't taken as many smiling and happy pictures and videos as I wish I could have through my son's life, and at that point, he was 3. That was the first 3 years of my son's life. And I only wish I would have done it sooner. And it's very strange to look back and actually see me talking with that situation, because I wish this version of me now could go back and shake her and say, there is such a better way of life. Why are you doing this? Hindsight is 2020, or as my fiance says, Monday quarterbacking it does us no good. It's just mind-blowing. So my recommendation from this video is, if you can do a private video to yourself, regardless of the situation right now that you're talking in with, you know, before your surgery, or if you're thinking about it, take a video, make a diary. Why are you even thinking about it? Why is this even a question or an option? How did it start? Why? Are you getting help? Do you feel supported? And just make that video diary to yourself. Because one day, if you do go forward with the surgery, you're going to look back like I did today, and you're just going to be mind blown by the things that you put up with and that you tolerated. And you're going to be able to sit here like I am and smile and open your mouth wide when you talk and sing and dance and take pictures with your loved ones. Another takeaway I want you to have is, it can be so much better. It can be so much better, and you deserve it. And you deserve no less. Whether there's anyone in your corner or not, I'm here in your corner. And everybody on this channel, everyone in this support group is in your corner. We've all had to sit through these various stages of, do I need dentures? Do I really have to do it? Scheduling the consults, learning more, second guessing it, going forward, stepping back again, going all the way forward. Some people are pedal to the metal, but regardless, we're all here and we've all been there. And as far as I can tell, and as far as I've heard, everyone that's gone forward with it, at least on this channel that I can think of, they only wish they had done it sooner. I only wish I would have done it sooner. That's the only thing I wish I could have done different. I don't know if I'll do another video like this one. I just know that it was something that was kind of in the back of my mind. Like, I really should watch a video, one of the old videos, and see how I feel, and maybe even do a react. So anyways, thank you for going down memory lane with me and letting me cry. I'm all sweaty. If you do like videos with this one, give it a thumbs up. I'll think about maybe doing another reacts. I have dozens of privated videos all the way up through me going forward with the surgery and stuff. So maybe I'll do another react. If you would like me to, just let me know. If you have specific thoughts and questions on me doing a react video, just leave a comment down below. And if you would like to see more videos from me in the future, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you later.